accessible points kind of along that corner. There's kind of that edge down around the back corner. If you can see at the 6 o'clock, there's another ramp location right there. So it gets very difficult to work there. Perfect timing from Boxer, so that turret should be up well in time. He's going to cover it with that engineering bay, and it looks like he's going to have 2 vultures, a tank, and a marine try to work against this. I assume he's upgrading mines right there with those vultures to kind of plan out in the field. He's also adding that second factory, and he is bringing it back in upon seeing the shuttle. So it looks like this is going to be held up short. Tazza is going to have a hard time executing this. Not a lot of detection right now, but and running headlong into the turret, and it looks like that marine just kind of picking away, but getting a little bit greedy here, and I think they're waiting to, and Tazza actually going to back right out. He did have a Dark Templar drop short, and now I feel like he's in a bit of trouble. Going in that early tech, you sacrifice some economy, you sacrifice some troops that you might be placing otherwise. You do, however, gain a pseudo degree of map control. Boxer starting to wander out, and you can see Boxer wanting to explore immediately with the vultures as best he can. 2 Dark Templar dropping in that back corner, and they might be able to run up and take this turret out. They are going to be able to take this turret out, so Boxer not really Johnny on the spot with that. A supply depot being built, so those Dark Templar are going to be able to get some kills. You can see Boxer was not expecting that shuttle to come right back around and drop right back in the main, having to flood troops out. Was concentrating a little bit too much with his vulture play. Looks like he's taking an early third expansion at the 2 o'clock location as well simultaneously, and now going to end up bleeding a couple SCVs, and this is exactly what Tazza wanted, and this is the glory of Protoss right here. Doesn't look like he did it. He actually went for speed first rather than the mines, and doesn't look like mines are researched because I'm not seeing any being planted. SCVs getting killed left and right, and Boxer in a bit of trouble. 2 Dark Templar up on the front, going to be able to take that siege tank out as well and take down another turret. Now Boxer in huge trouble, going to get breached on all corners. His economy going to get devastated, and Tazza with a nice little recovery here. Oh, Boxer. I'm not sure this is the game I wanted to do for the 2-year anniversary thing, but I guess you go with what you get. But Boxer, the hero, falling, it looks like, the Tazza. Still no detection on that ramp, so that turret does not cover. And then finally, getting killed out. But I think Tazza's done the economic damage he needed. Let's see if Boxer can make one of his brilliant recoveries. Honestly, I doubt it, though. He's still not mining out of that second expansion. I don't think he has any other troops on the ground. Tazza actually running up with his dragoons to try to pick off those tanks to make sure Boxer couldn't do anything else in the mix here. And really, he needed to be a little bit more aware, especially when he was skimping on the academy. Didn't have a comsat in the mix. He needed to be Johnny on the spot, or even just leave the troops back there just in case. Taking the shuttle out at the very least, but it's too little too late. A bunch of dragoons starting to move to the front door, and Tazza is easily going to be able to take this match out. Mines popping here and there to try to slow these dragoons down, but again, I don't think it's going to be enough. He could actually probably... stupid dragoons. Taking a lot of damage there, but honestly, he could attack move into these dragoons. Looks like he's actually just going to clear them with these zealots. Push up, and I don't think Boxer has... lucky. But he can, just attack move into this. Boxer's not going to have anything to stop it. Able to pick off that zealot. This barracks isn't going to last very long. I at least like that blockade. He's going to try to defend his northern ramp. He's going to try to defend his main ramp here with those mines. Now lifting off, bringing that command center back because he knows he's going to lose it. Tazza has map control. He can take an additional expansion. Just kind of work it from here. And Boxer, getting a little bit greedy. And again, I'm kind of curious if it's just... I assume that's not just vultures at the 2 o'clock. He could just try to win this by taking Tazza out on the long run, but I think Tazza just has too many troops. He's now trying to get some factories. A little bit greedy there again. And there was in fact a command center there, which hurt his troop production as well as his factory production. Tazza... able to go in and snipe those troops, put Boxer in such an overwhelming deficit here. It looks like Tazza is going to continue to press this, and as a result should come out with a win. He's starting to do some exploration now, just to maybe to clear that mine to get another expansion, but also to make sure that Boxer maybe didn't slip out, which would be very intelligent. Now teching to Arbiters immediately on the follow through, and he's going to be in excellent tech position. Boxer still on 1 base, 1 gas, more damage. All I have to say, these mines, Tazza's not really impressing me with his mine kind of anticipation. He hasn't really done that well at all. Eaten 4 or 5 already, and I think he could have ended the game already had that not happened. You can see Uv smiling in the back corner. He's like, oh well, let's see if he can come out of it. He knows the frustration. Any Terran player will tell you their most hated unit in the entirety of the game is the Dark Templar. It lets less skilled players beat more skilled players flat out. But you'd think at this stage of things they would be like, no, Dark Templar, I've got you ultimately defeated with my genius strategies. And then the Dark Templar just mock them as they kill the turrets anyway. But whatever. Anyway, it looks like Tazza is going to take the 6 o'clock location. He's going to already be up. Well, it's 2 bases versus 2, but Boxer doesn't have any way, doesn't have the factory capacity to kind of switch back into it. Tazza, though, I'm not sure where his troops are. It looks like he halted his economy altogether, which might be a mistake. I'm not... Okay, now he's starting to move some troops out. This is probably going to get spotted, maybe get spotted by this Dragoon. Looks like a Dragoon actually going to go for a flank along that top lane. Tazza looks like he's willing to end this right here. He's going to move in, and if he moves headlong into a decent amount of sieged tanks, he could be in trouble here. Boxer, if he can get his economy rolling, he'll be in not too bad a shape. He doesn't have a second gas at location. He does have additional minerals to kind of support here, so and it looks like they're just actually going to skip through, show the rest of what happened at ×2. To kind of, well, never mind, they're just going to a first-person view. So for a second there, they're like, oh, that match is over. Let's flash the winning screen here and just move on to the next match. Boxer once again losing his secondary, probably going to lose that command center, and I think these troops shortly after should be able to walk their way up. Looks like Tazza did in fact spot out that location. He's going to start sending those zealots. That's really distracting. It's like, you guys want to watch this game instead. Logo! There you go. There are some troops up on that ramp. There is that single siege tank. But this is the thing, even if Boxer does manage to produce magically a ton of troops right here, that Arbiter is going to be out in a short period of time, and Boxer's not going to have the detection to really deal with it. He'll have the turrets on the ground, but he's going to be contained and isolated to his single base. So he's got to do one giant suicide attack and just hope to catch Tazza's entire army out of position, and that he just runs headlong into every single mine that he plants in succession, which actually is a pretty safe bet thus far. There's that Arbiter out in play. Tazza, though, it does have the observers. He's starting to do some mine clearing, but he is running headlong into them with his zealots, kind of unnecessarily. So you never know. But yeah, Boxer thoroughly out of this game, and it looks like he's actually just kind of trying to take his natural expansion. But with that Arbiter in the mix, he's just going to get A-moved right through. Standard Protoss play momentarily. 3 bases versus a solid 1 base right now. Tazza in an extremely dominant position. He was in a dominant position before, but this really seals it. Tech advantage, troop advantage, economic advantage. He's got every sort of advantage he could want against a player like Boxer. The Zealot's just kind of moving in. There was that first comp set. He's going to get a second comp set, but it's not going to make a difference. Just not enough troops. Still wasn't going to be able to deal with the Arbiter. GG's. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. Again, yeah, 2 years. Look forward to the Child's Play stuff starting up again here in the near future. Going to try to do that live cast for WCG once again. And thank you all you viewers. And if you have any ideas for the 10,000 subscriber 2-year commentary / 2-year commentary, let me know. Post it in the comments. Thanks for listening.
10대 5 뒤집었죠. 11대 2 뒤집었어요. 이거 다 뒤집습니다.
무엇보다도 앞선